Choo choo, motherfuckers, because it is time once again for another issue of DSP Gaming's worst gaming moments of 2022. And, well, technically this is part 10 because I'm, like, really bad at math. And the fact that we had a top 11 list makes this even more interesting because the last few entries have just been ridiculous on Phil's point of view. The fact that, again, it's now over $100,000 for WWE champions, and the fact that Rich from Review Tech USA basically made Phil like such an idiot without really having to do a great deal. That's the thing as well, is that you do not have to do a great deal to get one over on Phil in any context. So anyway, we're almost on the homeward stretch, so we've only got 2 more to go, but how could this be? And I keep saying this, how could this get any worse? Because these things before were pretty bad, but what on earth could happen next? So here we go. Part 10.
Let's hope those two kiss and make up. In the silver position, number 2.
I've always said that I feel like if you want to have a lazy day at work and you don't want to put out any effort, you make a React video.
Bruh.
I mean, I just wanted to get this off my chest because some people think I'm a camper.
Is that Jordy?
Which, well, I am a camper.
Not him.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I camp.
Lying down on the job.
Right, okay. Here we go. Before 2022.
Why don't I do a live reaction to State of Play? Because I don't do live reactions ever. I've never done one. Why would I do one now? I personally don't feel there's any value in doing live reactions at all. It's not anything that I would ever want to watch, and therefore it's a product that I'm not going to put out. Some people love it and want to see live reactions. I'm sorry, I don't do them. I don't feel that there's any value in them, okay? But I will immediately after the end of those conferences give you like summaries or whatever and let you know exactly what I think, okay? That's me. I'm paying attention. I'm taking notes. I'm not, I'm not doing crazy, over-exaggerated live reactions.
You don't have to do that either, Phil. You just have to pay attention and look invested and interested. That is like just how you do it. You know what I mean? You don't have to be, no one's asking for like a Hollywood performance or even a Razzie performance. You just have to look like you care. That's like first and foremost, and actually give some relevant and positive feedback on what's going on. It's not that hard, Phil. It really isn't.
Fucking Muppet, like these other people do, to get attention from you. That's not me. I'm never going to do that.
2019.
As much as a week ago, we were over 500 subs. And then, as I said, what happened is, as we hit the month anniversary of me playing Sekiro, when a lot of people subscribed last month, those subs expired, and for some reason they didn't resub. We got to get people to come back, right? I'm playing the new releases. There's not much else I can do. We got to get people to come back. So if we hit the sub goal this month of...
Sometimes, Phil, when you just want to go back to playing Mass Effect and Alan Wake as opposed to any and all new releases.
500 subs, I'll be doing another retrospective event where we do a marathon of going back and looking at the past and just having fun, watching back old stuff that I've done. Congratulations, we have hit the sub goal for May. That means, yes, it is a lock. It is official. We are doing the retrospective event marathon. He's actually the worst player in the game. He's worse than that last guy with the abusable fucking internet connection. So anyway, thank you very much, Sambuca, for the $50 tip. Very much appreciated. All right, let's keep going.
That shit.
The demo, the candles, they're rubbing them all over him. It's crazy.
I'll be honest.
John Cena's boat.
Then we got a $60 tip from Straight Cash Homie. Thank you very much. He says, this is an awesome marathon stream. Hoping I'm doing okay as a mod so far. So this alarm has gone off no less than 3 times already today. It actually went off once. Yeah, that's right. It kept going off. Picking up. We've hit $502 in tips, and I just received a 10,000-bit cheer.
And that was just that was the introduction of the best.
Double. Oh my god. I was gonna put the camera away, and he's still fucking recording.
Phil, what do you have to say after your victory?
I'm the fucking champion. I told everyone, man.
You told the world.
Look how bloated I am.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Life's for Soul just to me $100. Thank you guys so much.
Anyway.
With everything that's been going on, the last couple of months you may have noticed, the members' goal has gone down, 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 down. I'm trying to think of things that possibly would bring something new to the table. All right, something that I've never done before. I've been talking about this over the last week. That basically I'm trying to think of something that's outside of my comfort zone. Ladies and gentlemen, if we hit the members' goal this month, Dark Side Phil reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole. Dark Side Phil.
That's gonna be interesting.
I directly asked the guy and had a conversation with him. And he said that, yes, he gives me absolute permission to do this, and he's gung-ho for it. He actually would like to see the stream himself. All right? People thought there was something else that I could do. All right? That would be interesting as well. I'm going to do DSP reacts to Down the Rabbit Hole Wings of Redemption.
But that's like...
this weekend!
Like 2 hours long, though?
Here's the deal. If we do this, this will be an experiment. I'm curious to see if people are interested in seeing me do something different than just the regular gameplay that I do. All right? He said, go for it, make that money.
You also said it's lazy.
If this ends up working, this could be a series that works, that's something different in the future. Okay? If people like the content, if it's doing well, if it's supported. If there's no support, what's the fucking point? I'll play games where I get support. Okay?
There are few with a reputation as mixed as that of Geordie Jordan, better known as Wings of Redemption. Often compared to Darkside Phil, Jordan is still remembered fondly.
Wait, what? Look, listen!
I can't do it. I can't take this shit.
Similarly, some of
Oh, why'd he talk over it?
numerous videos compiling clips
I just want to look at some of these videos.
boasting almost 50,000.
Whoa,
and while Jordan
okay.
seems
Okay, that's a reference that I
Is
get.
Phil just like
willing to
pausing this
support him,
every
they
10
now deride
seconds?
him with much the same
Okay,
beat.
hold on. So that's Woody's gamer tag in the upper left. I've met him at E3.
To the subject of widespread and perpetual
What is the picture he has behind him?
redemption, or simply Wings.
Interestingly enough, just a quick frame of reference, when I started on YouTube, informative videos, like here's how you play the game.
Okay, I'm sorry, I just have to like make a mention of this as well, because hey, if Phil's gonna pause this, then I'm going to as well. Okay, I have fallen into this trap of literally having to like stop and start some videos in this case, but you know what? I don't think I did it as nearly as bad as this. I mean, again, I try to keep as things as relevant to the videos in question, but Phil is like going a little bit overboard with this. How long did you think this video took to make? At least when I did the reaction to the Wings of Redemption by Down the Rabbit Hole, it was only about like an extra hour in length. But that was like all the way back in 2020, but make of that what you will.
Right? Call of Duty, I was like, they're completely unrelated. I never understood that.
He's not a good reaction person. He doesn't know how to react. He made, like everyone said the same thing, even during his, because I was watching different streams of it. Even Wings was restreaming it.
We're not even 5 minutes in. I already got more questions than answers. All right, let's get. No, we're 1 minute 47 seconds in.
I said a minute 47 seconds is his first pause. He's like 6 pauses deep right now. It's like, come on.
Well, it's good to see Geordie is at least having a bit of a fun time with this.
It'll be a long project. Oh my god.
And I was jumping into different streams to see what people were saying. And I even looked at some of Phil's comments. And everyone said the same thing, that Phil was making it all about himself.
Oh yeah, that's also true.
People were like, wow, we love your content, we love your gameplay. And those comments made me feel really positive about myself for the first time in a very long time. And it was very important in my life to have that reinforcement. I just received a $98.79 tip from an anonymous source. Only at 34 minutes. I knew this was going to happen, but it's fine. We can definitely, if you guys like this, we can.
Yeah, I think that's what we're checking out.
Is that enough
I cannot wait for 1v1 on fucking Bog, dude.
I think we're checking out
Finally.
here.
All right, let's take a break.
Oh boy. Wings of Redemption down the rabbit hole video is 2 hours, 8 minutes, and 9 seconds. Oh my god. Oh my god. He calls it an endure as well. That's kind of funny. 5. Oh my god. What the hell did DSP say in this to make it for nearly 6 hours? Yeah, I could fly to New York City in that amount of time. What the what in the name of... What did you do, Phil? What is that? That's bad. That's like really bad.
We watched it all day. First stream got over 1,000 viewers for the entire stream. Not even like for a snippet of it. Entire stream. Tons of support. Most likes I've ever had on a stream, over 700. Insane.
Compared to dislikes, but I don't think
support
we'll
from everywhere. Super chats, memberships, super stickers, tips, crazy. You know, reactions, people love it. They said, wow, Phil actually was like insightful, had interesting things to say. We weren't sure he was going to, but it's good. It's just entertaining content. And they really enjoyed it. Is that if you have a new idea, can something be profitable? Can something work as a part of a business? And I wanted to see if this kind of content could work. It did today. I don't even know if I were to do it again, what I would do besides the video on myself. I do have permission to do the Down the Rabbit Hole video on myself, but it's only 30 minutes long. It's very different from Wings. It's not
Phil will find
in-depth.
ways to drag it.
And it's really only about my earlier years of 2008.
I wouldn't even be mad if Phil made the one about himself longer, because that's exclusively talking about himself. But I'm sure Phil will even find a way to make that seem quite boring and a slag, but whatever.
Like 2017.
Okay, here we go.
There are few so controversial as Philip Burnell.
Now, right off the bat, there are few so controversial as Philip Burnell.
He's doing, typically for over an hour at a time. On
that channel, by the way, is retired.
Over $1,000 every month from nearly 200 different patrons.
That's quite good,
Searching.
That now is false. This is very outdated.
What's your range? Like, do you want to be the fucking court jester? No, you don't.
So that's Total Biscuit.
Production or release methods. Sometime over the course of 2011, Philip had started dating a woman named Leanna Hongen, known better by the pseudonym Panda Lee. While Philip's fanbase seemed generally happy that he was now in a relationship, there was a subset who weren't so enthused. Many were shocked to learn that Leanna was 11 years Philip's junior.
I played the hell out of the game a day or two before the actual competition, right? I played the game. I practiced, and within 2 days...
Is that a new vest, Phil? Whatever.
Of me hardcore practicing the game at EVO. So that makes any actual complaint inferior and invalid. I'm sorry, it just does. It negates the complaints, right? The other thing...
so how long does this go on for?
Internet forums. They also borrowed the name. Let's Plays. Discovering this medium, Philip began posting his own videos onto YouTube.
Yeah, this is when Phil literally would just film his TV screen. Look, he killed me with a stun. I wish he had done that, because it would have saved us from the embarrassment of his Dead Space stream. Oh god, they're gonna show that, aren't they? I can tell.
That's actually completely false. At the time when I started uploading to YouTube, 2008, regularly, there was nothing like this regular on YouTube that I could even find. To comment on her behavior, yes. Publicly, she was incredibly confrontational. I think that's actually the best way to put it forward. Her personality was very publicly confrontational. She always wanted to seem like she was superior. She would get the one up on me or anyone involved in anything that she was involved in, right? She would constantly be razzing me. People liked that.
You're looking for one that doesn't make those
look
shit.
Make sure that Leanna's awake. She's not been feeling too well. I want to make sure she's awake because she has to start making dinner. Give me a second. I'll be right back.
Are you fucking kidding me? Did he just say his girlfriend's sick, but he's got to go wake her up to make sure she can cook his fat ass dinner?
Yeah.
Holy shit! What an irredeemable piece of crap.
he struggled to place
look how handsome.
himself the title
Yeah,
of
and
the
Phil
King
saying
of
that Panda Lee was extreme. I know actually very little about Panda Lee, or basically his first. Was it his first marriage, or was his first serious relationship? I sadly don't have any references for that. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
hate. Philip himself claims that this nickname was earned due to the unpopular opinions he touts and because he uses the hatred against him as a motivator, but other tournament goers tell a different tale.
I was never banned from anything ever in Street Fighter. I was known as the nicest guy, and I never brought a weapon to a tournament. What the fuck are you talking about?
That?
Did you say those things? And I was like, dude, I'm an alcoholic. I admitted it to him right there. I was like, I'm an alcoholic. I drink too much all the time, and I just can't control myself when I do it.
Meaning that Philip could not monetize his videos. Unemployed and without income from YouTube, Philip began uploading his videos to Blip.tv, a competing video hosting service, and
okay. That is only half truth. So, a lot of people at that time, of course, my trolls in particular, said things like, well, Phil, the reason that you lost ad revenue is because you idiotically asked people to click the ads of your videos. False.
Because what he puts out there, like the React videos are literally, that's torture. It's like make someone watch an hour of that, because that is the fucking worst. And I tried it. It's like it doesn't matter what, it almost doesn't matter what the point is. He can just bend that to whatever he wants, kind of.
By the way, I just received a $100 tip.
What the fuck? The original video was only 30 minutes and 53. 4 hours, 26 minutes and 4 seconds. So, okay, so how many more times is that? So, he made it like 8 times as long. Oh, Phil. Oh God, Phil, that's not good. I would not encourage people to do this. 4 hours. I'm pretty sure. Again, when I did the down the rabbit hole for Phil, it was only about like 40 minutes roughly. But I'm stunned. I really am stunned.
People were already coming up with all these ideas of new reaction style content that I could do in the future. Now, you have to understand something. Don't worry, I'm not changing myself to be a guy who just reacts to shit. There's tons of people out there like that. That's not me. I'm a gamer.
Okay.
As a kid, the tarot of the cat people, and she told my fortune
to his
using
fellow Hungarians. But one day, after speaking to his grandmother, Segdi found out that not only did the holiday...
This closet is a black hole. Once something goes in here for storage, it like never comes out. It just stays in there forever. Okay? I found indoor house and home extension cable.
What is this?
A power adapter.
Phil, what are you doing?
Just eat it by itself. So salty. But I have another one too, remember? I have 2 of these. I don't know why I bought 2, but it is a old, faded, disgusting
vest.
The closet's not over, by the way. It's only halfway done, so look forward to that future
Wait, he
stream.
didn't finish it?
Oh, no, he's halfway done. That was only half.
Oh, that was part 1.
That was 8 hours for half.
Phil here, and welcome to what will be the finale of DSP's closet cleanup. So, we have an empty box. Another random Wiimote with old-ass corroded batteries in it that exploded everywhere.
You know, you could have just got rid of the batteries and...
The whole idea of tomorrow's marathon was that you guys want...
No, never mind. It's not worth it.
wanted to see me react to the original This Is How You Don't Play video, the one that started it all, and I had revealed to you guys of Metal Gear Solid 2 HD, okay? Oh no! Well, now Phil's gonna, oh, fuck that, private the video. I can't believe this. Evil AJ must be the pettiest person on the internet. Let's actually see what Evil AJ had to say about the subject. Here's his Twitter account. He still hasn't asked me for permission to react to the video.
Just ask Phil, come on, just do that.
Okay.
Just do that and get it over with.
And in particular, in the case of Evil AJ, I don't even have to ask him for permission at all. Do you want to know why? Because he already gave me fucking permission. Right here on his Twitter account in April 23rd of 2022, Orcs or Dorks asked him, hey, you know, if Phil were ever to watch This Is How You Don't Play of Metal Gear Solid, would you be okay with him doing that? To which he responds, oh, you know, flagging that for doing something that would be considered.
That's not, Phil, that's not him giving you permission, that's you taking that on the initiative. That's not the same.
Fair use, you know, that's moronic, and I'm not a litigious kind of a guy, so you know what, he's free to do whatever he wants with those videos. We're going to be reacting to something different, alright? I'm sorry that I can't go through with originally what I planned on doing, but we're just going to have to react to something completely different. We're going to react to this instead. Okay? 4 different people contacted me behind the scenes and sent me different versions of This Is How You Don't Play Metal Gear Solid 2. I guess we'll just have to see tomorrow, right? We'll just have to see what this could possibly be.
Did that not happen?
Got him! Also, the person who made it, Evil AJ, gave me permission to do this months ago, which is why I planned the event. So there you have it. Look at this, I'm doing like combos. I did like Street Fighter, I'm trying to do, or you know, it's like Final Fight. I'm trying to hit them all at once.
I didn't mean to do that.
What I will say is this, I will make a public apology to Evil AJ today. I'm sorry if I said stuff that resulted in any kind of negative backlash saying stuff like that, because I don't think it is, you know? So you might say, why am I bringing this up? Here's why. Because this video was the John and Howard video. And that shocked the shit out of me. And most of the stuff is from Howard.
So I want to get into a couple things here, man.
There we go.
So, the first one I want to talk about, which is disgusting, man, is money, okay?
John feels that he was treated fairly with money, but people in their circle don't agree. Who? What are you talking about?
Throw me $100 every time I come down. So give me $100 to kind of cover my expense. You also have to consider, you know, these are days like I'm not going to work.
Here's what we're going to do. Just pay me $100 a week. And I even said to him, I said, are you sure that's what you want? I in my head, I had a ballpark number. I wanted to pay him around $250 a week. That was the ballpark number I had in my head. It was around $250 a week. The $250 was a number in my mind. I never said it. I feel bad now because I said that. That's a lie. That didn't happen. He wanted $100. I said, I will give you what you want. Okay? I should have paid him more. I didn't. Okay?
Well, we got to touch on Project 7 because, again, there's things said publicly that kind of need to be, you know, addressed. Because he saw people say, "Oh, John's the best," at whatever, and that made him so upset.
Yeah.
Now I'm angry.
No, I was angry because they were downplaying everyone else and basically saying the entire show was shit, which it wasn't. I was angry because I felt like, it's particularly Respect the Pact was being disrespected with the things that the trolls were saying, but I shouldn't have said anything. I should just, fuck, who cares about them? If you're going to do business with friends, doesn't matter how much friendly you are with them or how long you've known them, you have to have a contract in place.
Yes.
And again, we don't want to talk too much about it, but couple that with the fact with money. You know, these guys are putting all this time and effort into this fucking thing, and what do they get? Gugats. That's what they got. Phil promoted their channel, and that's all they wanted. No. Here's the bottom line, right? You would think, out of the kindness of your heart, you would go ahead, damn, man, these guys are putting all this time and effort in this thing.
It's not even kindness. It's just what's fair is fair.
What's fair is fair. Let me throw them a couple of bones. Whatever the case may be, throw them some money here and there, some percentage of the profits, and this and that. So what ends up happening? John and I are talking about this.
A few days later, when we're doing our co-op session, he says, why don't you throw the guys some money? I said, here's the email. They don't want money. They outright say right in the email, they can't continue because of personal reasons. So if I now contact them and say, let's talk money, they're going to be like, did you even read the fucking email? We said we can't do it because of personal reasons. Like, you know, now the truth of the matter is I did arrange a meeting with them anyway. All right. Here's what happened. We had the meeting scheduled at the same Starbucks of the initial place we had met. And I got the shits. I ate leftover pizza and I was crabbing my brains out that day. So I had to cancel. And then I never rescheduled because, all right, you want to know the truth? I knew they were already done with the show for good. I knew they weren't going to come back to it. And I have some reasons I can tell you this.
Is that true, though? We'll wait and see.
I didn't get shit out of Project 7.
So no one got paid. Now here's the thing. I got paid.
John got paid.
I got my percentage.
Yeah.
John Rambo did not get paid for Project 7. This is a lie. However, it's my fault.
He gets to Seattle. He starts doing this Project 7 reboot thing that he's doing. Yeah. Making videos, doing all this stuff. Then I start finding out that he's reselling t-shirts.
What?
This is, by the way, this is all wrong. Not even correct order of anything.
The logos, the actual shirts are made by Andre. He's not getting anything.
The shirts were not made by Andre. They were made by me, financed by me. The logos were made by Andre. That is correct.
Okay.
At that point, many months since he moved, you decide I'll be the one to tell Phil.
Yeah, so I send him a message, and I go, I didn't say anything hi or anything like that. The only thing, because the last time I did that, he didn't reply back to me. I said, hey, Scott passed away. No need to bring up people's deaths and publicize it and make money off of it.
He did what?
There's no need for that, man. And he did.
Phil did what?
You have no respect for people that are alive, for fucking people that are dead. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
So there you go.
But previous to me making this video about Scott, which I didn't make a video about Scott, let me clarify that. That's a segment of a podcast that I did. One segment, okay? Was the podcast monetized? Of course it was. Everything that I put out was monetized at that time. It's how I made my living.
He's making money off the work we did for him every single day.
Mm-hmm. He's
and
right.
Still finding new ways to monetize us.
Well, not today.
Based on that video.
Not today, John. Maybe up to this point, but not today. If I was going to do this react, there was no way I was going to monetize it.
Piece of shit.
And now here comes Howard with a little segment I like to call Howard Deflects.
You know, a circle of trust amongst friends, Howard. Do you believe in such things with people?
No, I wholeheartedly believe in that. And that's why I'm a little ticked off about this, because...
Howard, why are you ticked off? Howard, how are you involved?
Because Howard, he was probably a friend of Scott, and the fact that Scott died, and you're making money off the fact that he died, and you essentially got paid for every single thing that involved with Project 7 as much as it was, whilst everybody else basically got the shaft, you absolute fucking pig. Phil. That's why he's ticked.
Hello, Howard. You're not even in this. This is between me and John. Howard was not in our circle of friends. Howard was friends with John, but he was not a direct friend of mine. Again, Howard, whatever. Say whatever you want. We weren't close friends.
Because now what ends up happening is like, do you value money more than our friendship? Because if that's the case, then why am I even here?
Right.
You know?
What is he talking about? Again, he's like, oh, well, on top of all of that, there also should have been more money coming our way. Like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I didn't know you had a super turbo board and this and that. And he goes, I don't even know if this thing works anymore. So we plug it in. We go to the house. We bring it over to the house. We plug it in. It's dead. So what do? I got a friend of mine that lives in Manchester, right? He goes, I call him up. I met him online, Bill. And Bill goes, yeah, just come by. I'll revive the board, right? Mm-hmm. So one day he comes up and we start playing ST. I said, I managed to get that board up and running. All right, so when are you going to give it back to me?
Yeah.
You just told me you're going to give me the fucking board.
Sorry about that. Slight pause there. So, Phil's not even going to give back tech that he even. Okay, what a. I'm not even surprised.
What do you mean, give it back to you?
Phil wants it back. No, I don't want to. What do I want the board back for?
We start showing up to your house, and what do we see? The guy starts buying figurines, starts buying all this ridiculous shit that there's no need to buy. Then we show up to his house one day, and what does he have in the fucking driveway? A BMW. So how the fuck do you think I feel, and how do you think these guys feel after the fact? Is there anything, do you not understand how this burns people when they put all their freaking hard work into this, and you're making all the money and the glory, and none of us ain't making shit?
Yeah, it's more about respect and being fair.
It's about respect, man. You have no respect for your friends, for your family. You don't give a shit about anybody but yourself.
I have no respect for my friends and my family. The stuff in my house is stuff that I bought with the other time that I'm making videos on YouTube. You know how I worked 7 days a week with no time off at all for like 3 fucking years? I lost money on Project 7. The stuff in my house is stuff that I bought with the other time that I'm making videos on YouTube.
What time, Phil? You just said you had no time off.
There's zero chance I would ever want to speak another word to that guy after what he said in this video. It's ridiculous. He interjected himself into this video to begin with. He was not the subject matter.
I feel bad for all the idiots that believe the scammer. Yeah. That's again what this is leading to, Phil being a scam artist. DSP, the John, 8 hours, 4 minutes, and 31 seconds. God damn it. Okay, so that's the end of that one, and this might be legitimately one of the very few occasions that I'm like somewhat pissed, to be honest, because Phil, I have more reasons to believe in like Howard and Rambo than anything Phil has said, because again, on what basis have we got that we can conceivably think that Phil is A, reliable source, B, literally capable of telling the truth in these circumstances, or C, the fact that Phil has a long reputation of doing this sort of thing anyway. Between lying to his audience, scamming his audience, going behind people's backs for his audience, there's too many things to count. It's too toxic. It's too venomous. This entire situation is venomous because we know fine well what Phil's like. You guys know what Phil's like, and those who are being closest to him know it probably better than anyone else. This is also possibly a reason why you don't see Phil's like friends like on stream or do like multiplayer like Mario Kart or Mario Party and stuff like that, because who exactly is going to want to collab with somebody like this, or even for that matter, who is even wanting to put up with? I don't even think Phil would wanted to do it anyway. So yeah, Phil, that's like he looks like a legitimate scumbag just for all this, and it's again putting doubts in my mind about whether or not the idea of doing it for the clout is even worth it, because I don't particularly think Phil will find a way to make it sound like it doesn't matter. But it does, unfortunately. Whether Phil likes it or not, it does matter. And he can say it doesn't all he wants. We know what the truth is because we've seen it for ourselves throughout the course of these videos. And with all that being said and done, that was the end of part 10. And we've only got one part left to go. Somehow even worse than blowing over $100,000, being in absolute complete denial, and then resorting to scam artery through the likes of what we just witnessed. So make sure to catch up with us again next time, ladies and gentlemen, where we're going to put this to rest, at least until the 2023 list comes out. So I will look forward to all of you guys again very, very shortly as the train leaves the station. Take care, and bye-bye for now.